Steve Morgan here, Australian Bass Tournaments, one of the most popular winners we've had down here on Gippsland Lakes. This is the Mercury round of the 2022 Daiwa BREAM Series with Darryl Baird. And Darryl, you've been doing this a while, mate. Good to bring the first W and one of your home waterways.
Yep, it's all good, mate. Yeah, fantastic. So home water and all the rest of it. Yeah.
How long have you been doing ABT events for?
I reckon at least 10 years. So yeah.
And you're not afraid to travel either. I've seen you up in New South Wales. You're at the Grand Final recently up the Clarence River.
Yeah, I love doing them actually. I like the Clarence, and you find great waterways and that by just doing ABT events because you don't know, never been to them before, and you go and find them, and it's all good. Yeah.
And you don't use the typical bass boat that a lot of the guys use. You've got a multi sort of species boat, the big CJ.
Yep.
You obviously catch more than bream.
Yep, I try to anyway. I like to get offshore occasionally in it, but we like chasing the barra and getting up north, and keeps us away from the crocodiles a little bit. But we can fish Coringal in it as well, which is only 2 foot of water.
Well, he's really proved his bream skills this weekend. You were just telling me before you spent the weekend with 3. You bought 2 Cranka Crabs.
Yep.
You learned. Tell me where you learnt to fish those things.
Up at Yamba in the Grand Final with Jesse. So yeah, he sort of was catching nice fish on them and convinced me that they were a good idea, and I got a good one and lost a good one right in the last minute up there. So I thought I'd give them a run down here. Now,
let's give you a bit of the backstory. Jesse came second in this event. Jesse was leading yesterday, and then Darryl caught a big enough bag to leapfrog Jesse today. So ABT's motto is who shares wins, unless you were Jesse Rotin today.
Jesse had a bit of bad luck, I'd say. Yeah.
Now, take us through your Cranka Crab technique. We signed you out in the morning. You said you're going to Paynesville each day. Was that the place you fished?
Yeah, fished Paynesville yesterday, and we got a couple of nice fish off one jetty on the first day, and fished a flat first. Went back there and threw 2 Cranka Crabs in there, and it disappeared straight away. So I took my leader off and put some 8-pound on and threw the other one off and got them all off that one pier the first day.
Yep. So your whole 5 kilo limit on day 1 came off one pier on your second and last Cranka Crab.
Yep. And that one sort of disintegrated. So I tried to repair him last night, but Andrew happened to give me another one at the boat ramp this morning and helped me get my boat in and everything. So thanks, Andrew. And off we went, and they weren't on the one I got them off yesterday, and went over to the other pier where there was nothing on yesterday, and they were all sitting between 2 pieces of wood on the end of it, about 2 feet apart.
Wow. And you threw the crab in there and they ate it?
Yep, got my whole bag out of it.
Wow. So your wins come out of 2 very specific spots in Paynesville and on your very last Cranka Crab that you had.
Yep, that's it.
This must be one of your old favourite rods. Take us through the outfit. It's an old Samurai inflict rod.
Yep. Yeah, I've got it at a Vic BREAM comp one time, and it's been a good rod, and
Now, that's a reel on there. What's that one? That's
one of Bergie's specials for entering his Fish with Mark Bird comps here.
Oh, really? So they give you a reel and this is it?
Yep.
And you've used it to win $3,000 in a bream tournament?
That's it.
And what pound braid you got on there?
10-pound J braid.
And an 8-pound leader with your very last UV Cranka Crab on there, and that thing has been beaten up. I reckon you'd have to take that Cranka Crab off now and put it on the mantelpiece.
I think so, yeah. One of the nippers is tied on with a bit of 4-pound, what's the name?
Bit of string tied it on there.
Some of this stuff.
some of the leader material. Now let's reverse back to the Malakuta comp. You'd rocked up. Your missus had to buy a new phone for you to do the app-based tournament, and we probably had to give you a bit of coaching to get going on it. Yeah. But by today, your fish were going in there on that live scoreboard. You're a bit of an expert on the app now, aren't you?
It's a lot easier than what it was a couple of days ago. Yeah, no, it works well.
Yeah, and so to the point where, do you own a mobile otherwise?
Yep.
Got a phone.
So very old one with a cracked screen.
There you go. So he got the new phone and he's learned how to use the app, and he's used it to win $3,000 at the Mercury event here. You going to do any more ABT this year? You're gonna head somewhere else to test your skills?
I'd like to try a few places, but won't be for a little while. I'd like to get up and chase the barra in the middle of March in the runoff. So we'll see how we go with that, and it sort of goes from there, basically.
Oh, well, you've got a bit of spending money to get up to the runoff there in the Territory. Yeah. Let's congratulate our 2022 Gippsland round Mercury round winner, Darryl Baird. Well done, mate. You're a champion.
Thanks for everything. Thanks for running the comp and everything. It was fantastic. You run fantastic comps. It's good fun.